Amazon founder and Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos appeared to blame President Trump for the National Enquirer leaking private messages and allegedly threatening to publish his intimate photos. In a blog post, Thursday, Bezos claimed National Enquirer publisher David Becker had threatened to publish intimate photos of him, and insinuated President Trump was part of the situation. "I was made an offer I couldn't refuse. Or at least that's what the top people at the National Enquirer thought. I'm glad they thought that, because it emboldened them to put it all in writing," Bezos proclaimed. "Rather than capitulate to extortion and blackmail, I've decided to publish exactly what they sent me, despite the personal cost and embarrassment they threaten." AMI, the owner of the National Enquirer, led by David Becker, recently entered into an immunity deal with the Department of Justice related to their role in the so-called catch-and-kill process on behalf of President Trump and his election campaign. Mr. Becker and his company have also been investigated for various actions they've taken on behalf of the Saudi government, declared Bezos, adding that Becker was invited to a White House dinner following President Trump's election victory. "I didn't know much about most of that a few weeks ago when intimate text messages from me were published in the National Enquirer. I engaged investigators to learn how those texts were obtained, and to determine the motives for the many unusual actions taken by the Enquirer. As it turns out, there are now several independent investigations looking into this matter," the Amazon founder expressed. "Here's a piece of context: my ownership of the Washington Post is a complexifier for me. It's unavoidable that certain powerful people who experience Washington Post news coverage will wrongly conclude I am their enemy. President Trump is one of those people, obvious by his many tweets." Bezos continued to claim that after he mounted an investigation into how the National Enquirer got hold of intimate messages and photos, an AMI leader advised us that Mr. Becker is apoplectic about our investigation, and a few days after hearing about Mr. Becker's apoplexy, we were approached, verbally at first, with an offer. They said they had more of my text messages and photos that they would publish if we didn't stop our investigation, Bezos claimed, publishing alleged emails from the National Enquirer which claimed to have pictures of Bezos' penis and other sexual snaps. As reported by Business Insider, Bezos' post practically implied the whole incident was a politically motivated hit job, possibly orchestrated by or as a favor to President Trump. On Twitter, prominent anti-Trump activists, including Bill Kristol, Seth Abramson, and Rex Huck, also floated the conspiracy theory that President Trump had something to do with digging up dirt on Bezos.